The story of the Garden of Eden is much deeper than a story about a forbidden fruit. It's really a story about human nature. Think about it. Adam and Eve already had everything they could ever need. They lived in a perfect world. No pain, no hunger, no fear, no death. They lacked nothing. So why place one forbidden tree in the middle of the garden? Because without choice, there can be no real love or obedience. If you're forced to do the right thing, then your choice means nothing. Real freedom includes the possibility of making the wrong decision. Then, the serpent appears. Notice something. The serpent never forces Eve to eat the fruit. It doesn't grab her hand. It doesn't make the decision for her. It simply asks, "Did God really say?" That's how temptation often begins, not with action, but with doubt. The fruit itself wasn't magical. The real temptation was the desire to decide right and wrong without trusting God. Humanity wanted to become its own authority, and thousands of years later, we still struggle with the very same thing. We often want to live by our own rules, especially when they seem more convenient. There's another detail that many people overlook. Adam was there, yet he stayed silent. Sometimes the greatest mistake isn't doing something wrong. Sometimes it's staying quiet when you should speak. After eating the fruit, Adam and Eve felt shame. They hid from God. They covered themselves. Sound familiar? Even today, when we make mistakes, our first instinct is often to hide, to make excuses, or pretend everything is fine, instead of facing the truth. Then God asks, "What happened?" Adam blames Eve. Eve blames the serpent. And the blame game begins. Honestly, not much has changed. We still find it easier to blame someone else than to take responsibility for our own choices. Finally, Adam and Eve leave the garden. Many people see this only as punishment, but perhaps it was also protection. Because living forever in a broken condition would have been its own tragedy. So, what's the lesson? The Garden of Eden isn't really about a fruit. It's about freedom. It's about temptation. It's about responsibility. And it's about the choices every one of us makes every single day. Our greatest battles rarely begin with our actions. They begin with the questions we allow into our minds. And perhaps the real journey back to Eden doesn't begin by searching for a perfect place. It begins by making wiser choices, taking responsibility, and choosing truth over temptation.